So today, I am talking with Cami Baker, who is this amazing, incredible networking, I don't know what I call her guru, but she's a specialist. She's one of the most amazing networkers that I've ever encountered. And I have a great story to tell about how we met. But anyway, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for having me, Brad. I'm super excited about what we're doing here with the Work Bar. This is awesome. I love the juju, the location, the space. I love what they're doing, giving people a place that they can come and network. You know, us being entrepreneurs and being on our entrepreneurship, as I like to say, a lot of the times I feel like I'm captaining the ship all by myself at home. So the Work Bar space is a great place for us to be doing this. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so the real reason that we're talking is that next month, on the 20th of October, we're doing an event at Work Bar in Cambridge together. And Cami's agreed, and very kindly agreed, to be on the panel of the Big Idea Lab, which will be in its second iteration in Cambridge, 6:30 Thursday night, October 20th. And how Cami and I met was at a networking event that I just showed up at. And the coolest thing that I noticed when I first walked into the room was that here was this person who was the speaker. She was like the main event for that evening. And she was walking around talking with people in the way that networkers do. And she had her phone out. And she was on Facebook Live, just like we are now. And she was walking up to people with her phone, you know, like out over here, aimed at the two of them. And she was modeling her networking style in the moment with her audience. And I just went, this is too cool. I mean, it was just so perfect. So tell me, you know, just sort of, what is that all about?
I love that you noticed that, because as we were talking about a little bit earlier, you know, not everybody practices what they preach. Not everybody is actually living what they teach. And, you know, I find that when I'm out networking, I really want to be seen as that which I teach. And I want to practice the new rules of networking that I've put together, because they really do work. You know, and to get engaged with someone is so funny about the Facebook Live. So many people haven't done it yet. And when I say, hey, do you know, one of the things I love to ask people, stop saying, what do you do, what do you do, what do you do, right? And ask people, hey, what are you working on? You know, what gets you up in the morning? What are your goals? So a couple of times with Facebook Live, I've asked people, hey, what do you do? What do you do? I've asked people, hey, what are you working on? What's new with you? And they'll say, oh, I'm writing a book and I want to be a speaker. And I say, you want to be a speaker? Let's do it right now. And we'll pull out and do the Facebook Live, and it just gets them so giddy. So thank you for noticing that. Yeah.
Right. So I learned when I met Cami at this event that, first of all, she is an author of this forthcoming book called Mingle to Millions, which I think is absolutely brilliant title. And wouldn't it be great? Like, I'm on my way to mingling to millions. I just love that idea. And the other thing that I learned was that she has done some pretty remarkable stuff. She's been on these actual television programs like, you tell me, was the HGTV?
HGTV House Hunters. There was another show that they used to have called My House is Worth What, Success from Home magazine. I was a judge on The Celebrity Apprentice. But the thing about it is, you know, when I came up with the title Mingle to Millions, and the book is actually Mingle to Millions, Massively Increase Your Net Worth Through the New Rules of Networking. And what I mean with that is it can be millions of dollars, it can be millions of people reading your book, it can be millions of people joining together to do good in the world, right? And so being in the magazines and on TV shows is just one of my ways of mingling to millions to get my word out and to help people become better networkers, because it's an epidemic of people not following up. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know you've got a stack of them, those business cards that are piling up, and we all have the best intention. Let's be more intentional, though, about the way we're networking so that those cards never, ever, never pile up again.
That's great. Yeah, so in terms of helping people network, let's do a little bit of that right now as a prelude to the event that's coming up next month on the 20th of October. Tell us what, you know, people are thinking of coming. Let me just explain what the event really looks like. the Big Idea Lab is meant to be something for entrepreneurs to come together, and instead of just sitting around talking about what we do with each other randomly, or instead of having a special speaker up in front of the room presenting their particular presentation, this is an opportunity to come with your challenge, your question, the thing that you're working on, the new thing that you're most passionate about, and bring it to the panel and bring it to the whole group and ask for feedback. It's like, here's the thing, here's my big challenge, here's what I want help with, and get feedback. And as a way to get ready for this event, Cami has some fabulous pre-networking suggestions.
I have 1,000 of them, but I'll start with just a couple. Number one, guys, research, reach out, relationship build. What does that mean? You're in a meetup group or you're on Facebook and you see people that you know are coming to the event. Research that. Look and see who is that's coming to the event. When you sign up on Meetup that you're going to come to the event, or Eventbrite, or whatever it is, don't just sign up. Put a little blurb about you so that people are more interested in finding out who you are. Research that person. Reach out to them. You can message them right through Meetup, right? You can reach out to them and start building that relationship right now. Start building the relationship before you even get there. The event that I met Brad at, there were a couple of people that I had researched. I knew they were coming. One of them was a networking expert. And because I knew that, I reached out to him. We started building a relationship. And by the time we met there, it wasn't like, oh, hey, here's what I do. It was like, oh my God, I'm so glad to meet you. And we just could start our relationship. So that's the first thing. Reach out, research people, reach out, and relationship build before you get there. Very important. Another thing is get there early. That seems so normal to most people, like that's just a silly thing. But I am telling you, I have made hundreds of thousands of dollars being at events early, because when you get there early, you get to meet the speakers, you get to meet the leaders like Brad, you get to offer to help out, which means you get to meet people as they're coming in. Once you've met people, now you can be the unofficial ambassador and start introducing them around. You can start doing your own Facebook Lives, right? You can do all these things before the event, so getting there early is super, super important. And also think about it, when you get to the event, when you get there early, be present. Like, turn the music down, turn off the phone, like just get in the moment. We are all leaving houses at 5, 6 in the morning to get to an event. We take our lunch break, and in this case, we're doing it in the evening. You have children at home waiting on you. You have husbands and wives waiting on you. You have to get up early for work. Let's be intentional about why we're there. Let's just be in the moment, and let's just really listen to them. We have 2 of these and 1 of these. 2 of these and 1 of these. Let's use them appropriately, because actually the less you say, the more you make. The less you say, the more you make. So those are just a couple of quick tips to get you set up and ready to come. Really look at who's going to be here. And one other thing, once you get in the room, look around the room. Be present. Be present to the personalities, the posture, how they're packaging themselves, their presence, all these things, so that you can pay attention to who do you want to go and introduce yourself to. Because another thing that I'll say is, even if there's 30, 40, or 50 of us in the room, you only really want to focus on 3. Find 3 people that you can have a really nice conversation with, so that when it does come time to do the follow-up, you don't have a stack of cards like that just collect dust because you don't remember them and they don't remember you. You've actually talked to 3 people. You had a great conversation. You have something to follow up about. You can bring some value to the table. So those are just a few of the tips. Don't go there trying to get a card from everybody. It doesn't work. Haven't you done that already? I know I have. Focus on 2 or 3 or 4 that you really connect with.
Wow, that's really great. So just to wrap up here quickly, if you're interested in the Big Idea Lab, you can find out about the event, and you can RSVP if you go to meetup.com/bigidealab. And I will, at the replay for this video, write that URL address in the comments. So thanks, Cami, so much, and I'm really looking forward to working together with you in October.
I am too, Brad, and I have to tell everyone, the Big Idea Lab, I have just spent an hour with Brad picking his brain about how to do the Facebook Lives and the videos and the ways to make my presentation, my packaging, my branding better, and he is a genius. He is an excellent teacher of these things. So you've got somebody at your disposal that is just full of knowledge and information. So come into the lab, right, and picking all of our brains. I can teach you about relationships and personality styles and body language and how to create communication and conversation and collaboration and all these great things. He can teach you about the technical aspects of things and how to put all these wonderful tools to good use. You have our information. Reach out and touch us. We're right here and we want to help you. And anyone who comes, I do have 2 gifts. I don't know if we're going to put them on this. Maybe we will. Okay, we will. So we'll put it in the comments. One of them is 10 ways to become an even better networker in general, any networking event. And the other one is 50 plus tips on how to network at trade shows, expos, and large events. And they overlap a little bit, but I'll give you both of those free gifts just for watching and just for coming out.
That's great. So thanks so much for coming again, Cami. It's really nice talking with you today. And all you folks, meetup.com/Big Idea Lab. And we'll hope to see you next October 20th, 6:30 at Work Bar in Cambridge. And we are now signing out.